Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. The main part of the read, I'm going to use Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Supportive Oracle cards, the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. The energy is strong already, but I feel like there's things popping up all over the place. So let's see where this goes. Start out with the alright, so we got that. Okay. Sagittarius coming into this, surrendering to a change, but feeling good about it. Let's see how that goes. You got the Moth Spirit, the Butterfly Spirit, and you got the Nine of Pentacles. Transformation is beautiful with the Butterfly. That seems normal for Butterfly. Moth is the Surrender card. Sometimes when I'm feeling Moth Spirit, especially when these two are so, like, a lot of times I've noticed moths and butterflies, sometimes depending on how beautiful they are, they get confused. I mean, obviously, like, noticeably different here. But if you're not paying attention in the wild and you see a moth that's very beautiful, sometimes people think they're butterflies. The reason I'm pulling that in is because the energy I'm pulling in here is, like, not knowing if something is good or bad, but trying to be okay with it, looking where you are, knowing you're strong, kind of like, well, it might be a good thing. Either way, I'll make it work. You're going in this with a lot of strength. You're kind of going with the flow, but at the same time, you're looking at this like, if it doesn't really go my way, I have options. I can make things happen. I'm strong enough to make things go a different way. So that's how you're going into it. You're just kind of like, it's going where it's going, but you know what? If it doesn't really go the way I want it to, I'll do what I need to do. Very strong, very positive energy going into this. Even though maybe the situation is a little bit kind of like a little jacked up, a little janky, kind of like, I don't know about this. You're still like, it goes south, I'll fix it. That's how we'll do it. So you're coming into this situation. Things are going quickly. The Lover's card with the Knight of Wands. This can go a few different ways. I feel like there's a distraction coming in here. It may be a love distraction, doesn't have to be because it's general read especially, but somebody's kind of giving you, like they're giving you a good talk. What do I want to say? Like they're saying things to your benefit. Somebody's making you happy with what they're saying, but there's also, this is more of an action card, but I'm getting like they're saying things to your benefit, which is moving things forward in a positive way, all right? But the Knight of Wands is a quick in, quick out type person. It's like it happens and then it's done. They put in a lot of effort, but they put it in all at once. They're like, they see a problem in front of them, they go, they take care of it, then when they're done, that's, well, I gotta go later, and then they're out. This is somebody offering you help. There is communication. There's no, I'm still feeling there's communication, but I think the reason there's the fire element is because they actually are backing up this communication. They're helping you get other people support you. They're bringing in more support. You're taking advantage of this. It's a good thing. This is a community effort. When I say you're taking advantage of it, I do feel like it's good, the best for you and the people around you. It's not bad. It's a good thing. The spider is communication with me. This says something about dreams on it. Make your dreams real. If that works for you, great, but I'm an intuitive reader. I'm feeling more like the spider is a community thing. Pulling in information, using information to its highest level. And you got the Queen of Cups here, which tells me you know when to keep things quiet, you know when to say things. You're divulging secrets where it suits the situation. You're holding things back. Like if you know so-and-so don't get along and they're going to be a part of the same thing, you kind of don't say that they're going to both be a part of it, but you also keep them apart so it doesn't really matter anyway. It's kind of like, you know, person one's going to be making the situation. Person two is going to be delivering it somewhere else. You just make sure they never see each other and never deal with each other. It shouldn't really matter. and you work it out the way you need to. This energy coming towards you is also giving you heads up, like, oh, by the way, so-and-so, attitude problem between the two of them, or this and that happened between the two of them. You might want to keep them apart. This person may even step in and help you. Like, this person makes it, they'll transfer it over to the second person who's going to take it the full way. There's help here, but it's only a moment. Whoever's helping you doesn't stay around very long. You may be aware of that depending on your situation. Kind of like, oh yeah, they're here for a minute, then they ditch. I know how that goes. There's also the moon card in the environment. Some wondering, some question about this situation. Because there's a little bit of a tense moment is what I'm getting. It's after this person helps you. When they kind of walk away, it's kind of like, well, they helped the situation move through the first time. It's happening again without them a part of it. Is this going to be okay? I do think it will be. People are just kind of working with the situation. It's kind of like the second time around. People are realizing, oh, this is how it was the first time. There was just this middleman here before. Without the middleman here, now I have to deal with this directly. But it wasn't a problem the first time. I'm not going to make it a problem. And then the other side, whoever else they're dealing with is like, well, I'm not going to look like the jerk, so I'm not going to make it a problem. It seems to work out. It's a little weird. I'm getting the World card here with the Four of Cups. Like, a couple people you're dealing with don't want to deal with each other. But it's not becoming a problem. They don't want to deal with each other, but it's kind of like burying the hatchet, kind of like, well, I don't want to deal with you. They don't want to deal with it. They're just letting it go. I'm not seeing it be a problem. The World card is suggesting that, you know, it's just fading into the background. It's just kind of moving on. This is weird, because when you're watching it, you're just kind of like not able to do anything about it. It's kind of like, you know, this thing is happening over here, but you can't go over there to deal with it. It serves you, because I feel like you're blocked from dealing with it, but it serves you. The fact that you're blocked is a gift. It's making, the situation is working itself out. Because you're not a part of it, I feel like that's another reason, another incentive for these people to work it out themselves, sort of. They're kind of ignoring each other is what I'm getting. But if you were there, that might play differently. You know, there might be, oh, I don't like this, and oh, I don't like that. Things might voice up where, since you're not there, they're not. Almost like because you would listen, because you would pay attention, the energy would come forward and become a problem. Because you're not there, it just kind of subdues itself. It works out. I feel like there's a nervous moment here where you're like, is this going to work out? Is this going to be okay? By backing out of the situation, but you're blocked. It's literally, I feel like you're blocked. You can't get into it. I feel this works. It may give you a little bit of temporary anxiety, because once it passes by, I feel like you see it play out without you being able to, and you're like, oh, well, first time we had the mediator, the second time they handled it themselves. I feel like after that, you're kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to stay out of it and just not acknowledge it, not highlight anything, and justice goes in your favor. Kind of like people who have problems with each other should deal with it between themselves if they can. And in this situation, it is working out. You're staying out of it. Things are running smoothly. You're continuing to be like, I'm just going to act like I don't know nothing. And I'm just going to move on from it. You're just going to keep moving forward like it's a solved issue. It's not your business. You're moving on from it. It seems to work. The energy is improving around you. You got the King of Cups here. I'm getting like somebody, there's another element. There's another element overlaying this situation. You're getting like almost accolades, like I want to say silent accolades. When I say silent, you're not hearing it directly, but somebody watched you play this out. Somebody watched this go forward. They're feeling like you had a bigger hand in this, like you helped the situation work out. You stepped back. They're looking at it like you made that choice to step back. In truth, you were blocked. You couldn't do anything. But they're seeing you as like a really good element here, like that worked out well. You handled it very well. That's another layer here. Somebody seems to be looking at you from the outside like you're doing really well. But it's funny because I feel like you might be looking at it like, well, I couldn't, so why would I get like praise for that? But they're looking at it like, well, you didn't, maybe you didn't that time, but you could have gone in there after the fact and actually caused the situation to revamp or come back in, but you didn't. You handled it smartly. Like, you looked at it and, like, maybe you were blocked the first time, but you had the opportunity to go in there afterwards and just try to smooth it over, which would have caused problems. But instead, you step back. That's what they're looking at. Like, when a situation doesn't have a problem, you're letting it lie and leaving it alone. So in truth, you do what? This is warranted. Like, the fact that you're not going in there and trying to fix something that doesn't need to be fixed, that's what somebody's looking at. Like, you're letting it lie. If it doesn't need to be a problem, you're letting it be. That's what they're seeing. So it's like, this is warranted. You actually did handle it well. I just feel like you might be looking at it kind of like, yeah, but I was blocked. I couldn't. Yeah, but you could have gone in afterwards. And that's what they're noticing. Like, you didn't revamp something later. You didn't be like, well, that happened then, but let me go back now later. Because they have issues where they've seen other people do that and you didn't do it. Which is smart. It worked out very well. What's the ending here? The Turtle Spirit, which I usually want to call him the Great Turtle Spirit, and the Ten of Cups. I'm feeling like going with the flow. That's a sea turtle. Slow and steady wins the race, which, I don't know, with a sea turtle, I don't know, it doesn't feel the same with me, but I'm getting you went with the flow. Still going with the flow. Continue to watch how things around you work. Watch how this person praises you. Don't negate this person out, because they might come, it might come around in like a third-party way, or they might kind of like show that they're very happy with you. It seems like silent accolades, though. Like, they're not flat out telling you why they're happy, but you may notice that they're very pleased with you. Other people around, you might hear third or fourth party why this person is happy with you. Roll with it. Go with it. Even if you don't really feel like you deserve it, which some of you, I feel like you're looking at it like, well, I don't know if I deserve that much credit. Go with it, because you're a connection in this situation that makes it move smoothly. You're a connection here that it may not look to you. I feel like you're playing yourself down. I don't know why you're doing that, but it feels like you're playing yourself down. Like, I don't deserve that much credit. Roll with it. Everything will balance. Just roll with it. Don't negate anything out. This serves you and other people. Your connection here is very good and healthy for others. So just let it be a good thing. Just let it be a good thing. You do deserve it. But I'm feeling somebody out there, I'm feeling like a few of you out there actually, are like, I don't know if I really deserve it. You do. You do. Are we good? All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.